So this is a process in order to develop a back of a camera. A back of the camera that should have some of the characteristic of these quite good oarsmen ones. They are made in a super intelligent way. I mean, there is a door that you open, and when you open the door, you realize that they are made in two separate pieces. In one piece, there is all the mechanics, all the bells and whistles, and these two roll guides, the roll film guides. There is a press, spring-loaded press for the film. There is charging level. Of course, when the whole thing is working, you have to depress this in order to increase the counter. I mean, when the camera is loaded, next frame is loaded, this locks, and you can unlock it only like that. So this is all the mechanicals. The film is loaded. These are spring loaded here. The upper part are solid and not spring loaded. So the is only the lower part that goes in and allows the film to be loaded. What's light tight is the shell, the outer shell of the thing is light tight. It's light tight by some cordons here. Maybe I can show them a little bit better. Yeah. Here is some textile, as I think is cotton or similar. And on the lip here is there is some foam. I replaced this myself very recently. In the other side, sorry, there is the lock thing. So you have these two small things going in and having a positive lock on the stuff. Well, light tight, you also have the upper and the lower part. So once you load the film very easily on this frame, you put the frame on the inside, and you have these two channels here and two reference here that makes the whole thing light tight. You close it and you have the thing. Here it is, the dark slide. Dark slides here are well made in 0.2 spring steel, I think, and with a very small and thin but very practical way of handling them. The light tight part here is quite nice because it's kind of foam or velvet that rises up and closes the whole thing, and when you open it is completely out. Okay, so this is how small is the gap when the thing is loaded in this thing. So I decided to replicate this thing when I designed mine 6 for 12. Designing thing is a kind of very long process. It's a process of building stuff and trashing it, modifying small thing, big things. In this case, this is the base of the outer shell. We have seen previously the outer shell and the inner shell of the thing. So I designed a slide in dark slide is a kind of 0.8, 0.81. This is 0.08 made, so you have 10 layers. Well, no, the first layer is thicker, but you have a kind of a right amount of layers on this. This is an inlaid. Well, forget this shit. The whole thing is that todd flexible, and it's okay for the thing is designed. The whole thing has some trick. Is printed in two parts. Here there is a place for the velvet. It was not very good, not deep enough, not perfectly done. But the idea is since you need this recessed part, you print first this, and then this one is kind of a dovetail and gets in, basically quite locks in place. I think that 2 drops of glue will fix the whole thing in place. So this is the nature of the lower part of the shell. The upper part of the shell was done like this. Is made in 2 pieces. This small narrator here cracked when I pulled things together. I didn't glue things here. Let's see them closer. Here you are, as a kind of less than 1 millimeter a tooth that's going into the place. Just giving some little bit more space to the thing would have led to a better, less filmy thing in this place. Sorry for being kind of out. Well, here it is, and this is the idea. This hinge is proved to be really too thin. Every time you build things and try to make it work, you will realize, you will learn something. This is too thin, too flimsy, and the result is this. Yes, it's made in 2 parts, in 2 halves, and I will keep on doing that despite everything, because it comes out very, very nice, neat and clean this way. Well, I changed the design many times. So I completely redesigned this part, and as you see, the hinge now is bigger, is kind of huge, but we are working with plastic. We want thing to be to withstand some force and do things right. The whole thing came out a little bit bigger than previous. Is okay. It's still a prototype. Maybe I could redesign the thing later in order to be smaller and thinner, a little bit more okay. But I'm not afraid of gaining or losing 2 or 3 centimeters here, since the whole thing stays quite compact and stays really, really lightweight. In this case, it's not only the hinge that's different. As you see, I made the whole thing more simple. There is no overhang, no way there is a overhang here. Small overhangs were made just for the lock system. Lock system is a kind of a dovetail thing, in which the counterpart get in and has the dovetail. Here you have the small spaces, and it goes on like a charm like that. it has some made into the plastic stops, so it clicks in place. It will need two small screws and things, and such. You will see it later. Is already designed in the right way, but now there is zero flexibility. Is very sturdy, is sturdier than the Horseman one, and these nice Bantam special like design is something I'm quite proud of. But I have more ideas and things. The design itself is very, very important to me, the aesthetics as well as functionality. I would say that for me, they come together. There is no prevalence of one or the other. So these away, and this is the point. I've seen some changes here, some changes to the whole set of this, the newest mock-up for the back, for the enclosure of the back, and the final shell with Fox leatherette and the peephole, and the new lock system, and it locks in place positively and locks completely in a way that it does not move anymore. The whole thing is really, really sturdy. I've made many kind of slides, a lot of different tests. I have still to try to coat with black varnish that the thinner ones. I discovered that they cannot be thinner than 0.8. I want it to be thinner in order to resolve a lot of other small, very small problems here and there. It was just nicer to have them thin. So I made, yes, a lot of prototypes that will go on the trash. In this moment, the basic idea is to just make the grooving parts printed, and this is a 0.5 ABS. It will allow me to make an even slimmer gap into the system, into a slimmer slot into here. This helps a lot with structure and with light tightness with these small tolerances. It demonstrates to be completely blinding, completely no light passing through. This is ABS sheet cut in place, and I made some holes here. This is kind of very well, it's a hole, the 2mm hole with the filament put in and used as a heat rivet, with filament. No glue here. I'm so happy not having glue, and well, I will redesign this part here in order to be a little bit more perfect, and this frame here a little bit more firm. But the idea is that it's very, very thin and easy to slip in and out. The final one will have a kind of good resistance at the end, thanks to the velvet ribbon. Of course, the whole system, the whole lock system here will work very good only when screws are in position, etc. It will set its own limits now. It is just a little bit like that, but even without the lock, it's locking in place. These small grooves here will set the limit of the moving part. So I'm doing this whole video in order to show you guys how things are going, and to kind of making a statement for myself. Now I arrived here. The hinge here is 1.5 millimeter steel piece, and is very, very good. It's more than enough to settle things. Last but not the least, the viewing glass. This is kind of old piece, and plan to make it with a spring-loaded cover, like a hood. Let's see how good I can make a hood. This was still with the screws. Now I don't need them anymore. And the part here inside, now I'm looking, there is some very small scratches. A TV layer, one of the frosted layers inside, and seems to work quite well. It's not so clear and transparent like I would like, but till now it works. Final idea is to have both a lid and the closing thing on the top of that. This will help to preserve the thing inside of them. Basically, I designed it in a way that I could put, depending on this frame, I could put both plastic sheet or piece of glass. So no worry about that. We have the thickness for I would say a 2 millimeter piece of glass would fit here inside without any problems. Well, I hope this is not too long, but I wanted to share the state of the art of the thing. It will take a lot of effort more. I already have some design from the inside. They are more or less mock-ups, nothing more. But the aesthetic of this and this are already super okay to me. I already designed a third without the focus leather. More on this side, a little bit more deco. Let's see.